What is a myth? The word myth comes from the Greek word mythos, which means word or story. As far back as we can tell, people have used stories to understand things they couldn't explain. Essentially, myths are extended metaphors using familiar images to illustrate the unknown. Myths are also a historical record. We can look at the myths of a culture to learn something about it. We can tell, for instance, that the ancient Greeks were a patriarchal society by looking at their myths and the roles male and female figures play in them. The creation myth is one that many cultures have. Understandably, people wanted to know where they and the planet they live on came from. I am going to share the creation myth from Egyptian culture now. Keep in mind that this story dates back more than 5,000 years. I am the eternal spirit. I am the sun that rose from the primeval waters. My soul is God. I am the creator of the word. Evil is my abomination. I see it not. I am the creator of order wherein I live. I am the word which will never be annihilated. In this my name of soul. The word came into being. All things were mine when I was alone. I was raw in all his first manifestations. I was the great one who came into being of himself, who created all his names as the companies of the lesser gods, he who is irresistible among the gods. The battleship of the gods was made according to what I said. Now I know the name of the great God who was therein. I was that great phoenix who is in Heliopolis, who looks after the decision of all that is. I fulfilled all my desires when I was alone, before there had appeared a second to be this meaningless place. I assumed form as that great soul wherein I started being creative, while still in the primeval waters in a state of inertness, before I had found anywhere to stand. I considered in my heart, I planned in my head how I should make every shape. This while I was alone. I planned in my heart how I should create other beings, the myriad forms of Kokri, and that there should come into being their children and theirs. So it was I who sat forth shoe and expectorated chestnut, so that where there had been one God, now there were three as well as myself, and there were now a male and a female in the world. Shoe and Tufnut rejoiced thereat in the primeval waters in which they were. After an age my eye brought them to me, and they approached me and joined my body that they might issue from me. When I rubbed with my fist, my heart came into my mouth, in that I spat forth shoe and expectorated chestnut. But, as my father was relaxed, aegis, serpents. I wept tears, the form of my eye, and that is how mankind came into existence. I replaced it with a shining one, the sun, and it became enraged with me when it came back and found another growing in its place. So now it's your turn. You get to do a web quest to find creation myths from other cultures and present them to the class. Have fun!